If you have any interest in new iPhone features or iOS 27, this is the video for you. Because first, I'm about to show you 3 things you need to do right after downloading iOS 27. And then I'm gonna do another hands-on Siri AI test. So last month, I did a part 1 of testing the new Siri AI, and let's just say I had to keep it real and didn't give it the best grade. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it in the description below. But Apple just released the iOS 27 public beta, and it made me start thinking about Siri AI again, and I kind of thought, you know what, let's give it another shot. But before we push Siri through 3 brand new, completely unscripted real-world tests, I want to show you 3 hidden features inside this new iOS 27 beta that you need to immediately test out and adjust for yourself. These features are definitely worth knowing about. So the first thing you should do is go into settings, then click on appearance, and now click on liquid glass. There's going to be a brand new opacity slider right here that you should mess with, so you can set it exactly how you want your iPhone to look. The more you slide it to the left, the glassier the design will be, and then the more you slide it to the right, the more tinted it's gonna look. Next, when you long press on your lock screen, then click customize, and now tap on your clock, you're gonna see this new icon right here, and when you click on it, this is going to give you a mini clock at the top. What I suggest for you to do is try this out and see if this clock looks better on whatever wallpaper you're currently using. If you're not really liking how it's looking on your current wallpaper at the moment, then just simply tap the icon to switch it back to the big clock. So the next thing you should do is back in the settings, then click on sounds and haptics. I suggest that you turn these toggles off because now you can mess with these sliders to set different volumes for your alarms versus other system sounds. So now that we got those 3 settings out of the way, it's time to jump into the fun part, the hands-on test with the new Siri AI. So first, we're gonna test out the personal context ability, and some people may argue that this is the best part about the new Siri AI. Pretty much Siri can read your messages, emails, notes, photos, and calendar to answer personal questions. Siri is supposed to search across your actual data, not the internet, but your data to answer questions only you would know the answer to. So let's put it to the test. Test number 1, here we go. Roderick texted me the other day with some dates he wanted to hang out later this year. What were those dates again?
Roderick texted you about hanging out from November 27th through November 30th. He mentioned flying into Ontario on the Friday after Thanksgiving and staying for 4 days.
So I will say that was a very quick response. Basically with this, Siri was able to use personal context. So it went through my iMessages app to look at the conversations between Roderick and I, and then it found those dates, which is totally accurate. I do remember him wanting to hang out the day after Thanksgiving. So these are right here. And then if I scroll down, it's also telling me an additional note that his friend Ali's party is on Saturday, so he might be free to spend either Friday or Sunday with me. So this passed test number 1. I really like the accuracy here and the speed. I think the biggest thing with this test was the speed. In my last video, the Siri AI kind of took forever on a couple of the questions I had for it. But I'm gonna do one more test using personal context, and let's see how it answers my next question. What was the TV show that Thomas recommended me to watch the other day?
Thomas recently mentioned that the last 2 episodes of season 3 of House of the Dragon have been really good.
Yep, and this is exactly right, because my brother was recommending for me to catch up on House of the Dragon. I'm on episode 7 of season 2 right now, and he was saying that season 3 has been really good so far. So this one's fully accurate as well. I will say this response took a little bit longer than the previous one, but it wasn't that long. I think it did its job, and this was the show, and it gave me the season and episodes that he recommended to me as well. So overall, this one gets a 5 out of 5 for the first test. I will say I could see this being super helpful for people who just read text messages and then tell themselves they will come back to it later, and then they just forget about what the message was even saying. That's where stuff like personal context is really gonna come in handy. Let's move on to test number 2. So in this next part, we're gonna test the on-screen awareness. This is one of Apple's most advertised features. Siri can read whatever is on your screen and act on it. You can open different types of content like a social post, a restaurant listing, an event flyer. Ask Siri about what it sees without you describing it. So for test number 2, I have a local restaurant right here that I found on Instagram, and I'm gonna ask Siri to give me directions to this place. So let's see what's up. Hey Siri, get directions to this place.
Getting directions to the taco stand.
All right, so that one worked almost immediately as well. I will say, I think, oh, hold on. It's starting the actual directions. So let me end the route and then, I will say, like, the speed is what I'm impressed the most by, because last month when I did the first part of Siri AI, it was very slow at executing the requests, but today is like a completely different experience. And honestly, like, I've been testing iOS 27 throughout the whole month, and the more I've been testing it, the more I've come to really appreciate the speed and the performance behind Siri and just the phone overall. I mean, I think that's so cool how you can just be looking at something on Instagram and you see someone eating food at a restaurant that you're like, dang, I want to try that. And then you just ask Siri to get you directions to that place. And then there it is right on your Apple Maps. So this test also gets a 5 out of 5 because it read the screen completely accurately and executed on it. You guys saw it opened up Apple Maps and then it started the directions without me touching anything. It literally started the directions from my house to the restaurant. So love it. 5 out of 5. So far, we got an A+ on this test. Great job, Siri AI. We got one more test to get through. So the last thing we're gonna test is the Siri AI built directly in the camera app. So all you have to do is open your camera app and then you just swipe over to where it says Siri right here. And this is basically taking the place of visual intelligence. So with this, you can point your camera to something and ask Siri what it is. And in this test, I'm gonna ask Siri a 2-part question. So let's go ahead and get to it. What is this and how much does it cost? Again, you guys saw right there, the speed is just super impressive. I'm not sure what changed from before until now. Maybe it was the newer beta updates they rolled out. I really don't know, but I am super impressed with the speed. You guys saw that was almost immediate, within seconds. And I'm gonna take this a step further and I'm gonna ask a follow-up question, because that's another thing that Apple has been raving about is with this new Siri AI, it does really well with back and forth conversation. So I'm gonna go ahead and ask, can you find me a cheaper option of this? Looking into it again, pretty fast response. And then let's scroll down and it did give me a cheaper option. The only thing I would say here is I would have loved if it would have given me a link directly to this product that it's recommending. I honestly have never heard of this Crucial X9. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right, to be honest, but I would have liked a link here so that I can just, well, let's see. Here's the source link. Let's see if I click that. That's not necessarily a link to the product. It's kind of just, I'm looking for SanDisk alternatives. So I think that's like what it's searched on the internet. But again, I would have liked to see the actual link to this product that it's recommending so that I could compare the price to what I paid for this, which I remember was like almost $100. I think it was between like $70 and $100. So I would use that number as a reference on the link that it sent me. So because it didn't do that, I would give test number 3 a 4 out of 5, but that's still really good. I mean, overall, that's still 14 out of 15 points, which that's a 93%. So in today's video, Siri gets an A. I'm really impressed with it today. I've been impressed with it so far the last month that I've been testing it with. I think in the beginning I wasn't so impressed, but I'm starting to get more appreciative of everything it has to offer. If you've been doing testing on iOS 27 and if you've already downloaded the public beta, let me know what you think. You should try out some Siri AI tests of your own and let me know, are they executing them successfully for you, or are you having a lot of issues? Sound off in the comments and let me know. I'm going to continue rolling out more and more content about iOS 27, so make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video.